In this new video series, I wanted to take a slightly different approach. Instead of just storing one home, we're going to walk through 3 different condos in the same building, each at a different price point, so you can see how the layout, space, and the overall feel change as the price changes. Kelowna has been one of the fastest growing cities in British Columbia over the past several years, with people continuing to move here from elsewhere in the province and from across the country. And a big part of that comes down to lifestyle. You've got access to the lake, outdoor recreation, walkable neighborhoods, and everyday amenities, all without giving up the conveniences people are used to in larger urban centers. And one area that consistently comes up when people talk about walkability and proximity to the waterfront is Abbott Street and the Pandosy Village neighborhood. So in this series, we'll be focusing on Alma on Abbott Street, a brand new 2025 building located along one of Kelowna's most established waterfront corridors, to give you a realistic sense of what that money actually gets you at different price points. In this first episode, we're starting with a 1-bedroom, 1-bath unit. The goal here isn't to sell you anything, but to show you how the layout works, how the space feels, and what living in this part of the city looks like. Then in the next 2 episodes, we'll step up into larger units and see how the layout, space, and overall feel changes as the price point increases. Let's take a look around. One of the biggest reasons people are drawn to this part of Kelowna is the location itself. Alma on Abbott sits along Abbott Street, a well-established residential corridor that runs parallel to the lake and connects you to parks, beaches, and some of the most walkable areas in the city. Just steps away, you've got access to the waterfront, green space, and nearby paths that makes it easy to walk, cycle, or simply enjoy being outdoors without needing to get in the car. Pandosy Village and the surrounding lakeshore area are both close by, offering everyday amenities like cafes, shops, services, and restaurants, all within a neighborhood that feels active but still residential. Another practical advantage of this location is how close it is to Kelowna General Hospital, which is a big consideration for many buyers who want healthcare nearby without being right in the middle of downtown. Overall, this area offers a balance that's hard to replicate. Waterfront access, established neighborhoods, and everyday conveniences all coming together in one part of the city. As you walk in, the kitchen is right at the front, opening directly into the living area. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, and the space is designed to make the most of every square foot. Nothing feels wasted, and everything is arranged in a way that makes sense for everyday living. The kitchen layout is simple and efficient. You've got a full island right in the center, which ends up doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Instead of needing a separate dining table, the island works well for cooking and casual meals with room for stools on both sides. That makes it practical, and it also works well when you have people over. There's also built-in storage at the end of the island, which is something people often overlook but will really appreciate once they're living in the space. The kitchen features high-end finishes and quartz countertops with a clean, modern look and good task lighting throughout the space. The under-cabinet lighting adds a nice touch and makes the kitchen feel brighter without being harsh. There's also some thoughtful details, like a small open shelf that's practical for a coffee setup or a few everyday items, adding a bit of convenience without taking up extra space. From the kitchen, the space opens directly into the living area. This is where the layout really matters in a condo of this size. And you can see how the kitchen and living room connect without feeling cramped. The window and balcony door bring in good natural light, which helps the entire unit feel more open. Off the living area, you also have a private balcony. What's nice here is that it's not just decorative, there's enough room to actually use it. You can comfortably fit a table and seating, which makes it a usable extension of the living space rather than just somewhere to stand. Even without a direct lake view, you still get an open outlook towards the surrounding area and mountains, which is very much part of the Kelowna lifestyle. The bedroom sits just off the main living space and connects directly to the bathroom. Even though this is a 1-bedroom layout, the bedroom feels separate enough from the main living area, and the window brings in additional light from the balcony side. Between the bedroom and the bathroom, there's a walk-in closet, which is a nice feature in a 1-bedroom unit. Having that storage space helps keep the rest of the condo feeling uncluttered. The bathroom itself has a clean, modern design and a glass enclosed shower area. The vanity and mirror setup gives the space a modern feel without being overdone. Overall, this unit is a good example of how a smaller one-bedroom condo can still function well when the layout is done right. The focus here is on efficiency, light, and practical design, giving you everything you need without overcomplicating the space. Alright, so that was a look at a one bedroom, one bathroom condo here at the Alma building on Abbott Street in Kelowna. If you're coming from larger city centers like Vancouver, this might be a bit of an eye-opener in terms of what a similar budget gets you in a newer build near the waterfront. And if you already live here in Kelowna, it's a good reminder of what's still possible here when you factor in location, access to the lake, nearby services, and the overall lifestyle this area offers. Now, these walkthroughs are purely to give you a better sense of what's out here in the Kelowna market. In the next episode, we'll step up into a larger unit and see how the space and feel change at a higher price point. If you've made it this far and you're thinking about buying or relocating here from another city to Kelowna, feel free to reach out. My contact info is in the description below, and if you want to keep seeing what different price points actually gets you here, make sure to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.